In level 2, we will be performing operations and simplifying with square roots and cube roots with numbers and variables. With variables, it's going to follow the same rules that radicals followed before. If you have two radicals that are being multiplied together, you can multiply the insides together first and make it under one big radical. So I'm going to multiply 6 times 3, and we get 18. I'm going to multiply p to the third times p. Remember, that's like p to the first power. So add the exponents, you get p to the fourth. And q to the second times q to the seventh would be q to the ninth by adding the exponents. And then we just simplify the radical. So I'm going to make my factor tree for 18. That's 9 times 2, 3 times 3. So I have a pair of 3's and a 2 that's going to have to stay inside. So I take my 3 out to the front, I leave some space, and then I put my radical, and the 2 is going to stay on the inside. Next, I look at p to the fourth, and I ask myself how many pairs of p's there are. And there are two groups of 2 p's, so we get p squared on the outside. And then how many pairs of q's in q to the ninth? There would be 4 pairs. So we take out q to the fourth, and there will be 1 q left inside. And that's my answer. Now in the next one, it would make the most sense to simplify the inside before we deal with the radical. So I'm going to ignore the radical, just rewrite it, and simplify the inside. 75 over 3 is 25. C squared over c to the sixth. If I subtract the exponents, my extra c's end up in the bottom because there were more c's in the bottom. We get c to the fourth on the bottom. And then when I subtract the exponents for the d's, I get d to the second on the top. And now I'm going to simplify the radical. The square root of 25 is 5. The square root of d squared is just d. And then on the bottom, the square root of c to the fourth is c squared. And there's my answer.